Life on Hold, Reflections in the Hourglass by Janelle Dill, Nathaniel Fitzgerald, Jacob Goins, Kevina Hall, Janelle Maree, Michael Rosado, and Kat Slagle. Cover art by Jay Costlow. Photography by Jay Costlow, Janelle Dill, and Janelle Maree. Circle C 2020, No Shrinking Violet, all rights reserved. About the contributors. Jay Costlow is an artist and musician from Johnstown, Pennsylvania. She plays in the band Kevin Schlereth. When she is not creating music with Kevin Schlereth, she designs artwork such as the cover for this book. You can find more of her art on Instagram at jcozy24. Janelle Dill is a disability advocate and ambassador of Purple for Somerset County, Pennsylvania. She is a freelance writer who goes under the pen name of Diamoretti Teddy Sousa. She has written 3 books, 2 under her pseudonym and the other under her own name. This book is her second under her own name. She is the founder of The Belonging Place, a page dedicated to creating interdependent communities between the disabled and able-bodied communities. This is her first collaborative project. She hopes to follow up with a cookbook as her next project. You can follow her on WordPress or through her Facebook pages, The Belonging Place and Diamoretti Teddy Sousa. Copies of her books are available on Amazon and Lulu. You can listen for free to her audiobooks on SoundCloud and YouTube, or you can support her work on Patreon. Jacob Goins is a folk music artist from the Appalachians of North Carolina. His work is an overflow of the silence in which he lingers. In every humble effort, he strives to make art that doesn't sing over the quiet, but rather sings with it. He is currently working on a project about Twilight and is confident that it is his best work to date. You can find his music at jacobgoinsmusic.com and on Bandcamp. Nathaniel Fitzgerald, Nat, not Nate, is an independent musician and writer, active in the apocalyptic post-rock / shoegaze band Spaceships, the Fifth Wave Ska Orchestra, Dad Jokes, and his hushed ambient solo project NTVTY. Nat lives in South Bend, Indiana with his wife Michelle and their dog George, the animal Steel. You can follow him on Bandcamp. Kevina Hall is from Alden, New York. She has been writing music for a short time, but singing for as long as she can remember. Although she is not an active artist, she recently started dabbling in poetry. She values artistic expression and has a heart for serving and loving others. You can find her on Instagram at Kevina Maree. Kat Slagle is an author from Erie, Pennsylvania with temporal lobe epilepsy. She lives with her husband, daughter, and son. She finds that writing helps her keep her emotions in check. She is committed to epilepsy awareness education. You can find her blog at Kat's Temporal Lobe Diaries. Janelle Maree is a 28-year-old poet from Maryland with a heart for writing about mental health advocacy, hope, and resilience. Janelle is a special ed para-educator who celebrates neurodiversity and fights for accessibility. She's a big fan of Mr. Rogers, New York cheesecake, pizza, horror movies, and children's books. She has been writing since she was a teenager and has self-published twice in recent years. To Whom It May Concern and The Valley Is Not Your Home. She also shares her poetry through spoken word performances and is working on her 3rd book that she hopes to self-publish in the near future. Follow Janelle Maree on Instagram and Facebook for new poetry updates on the next book, upcoming shows, and most of all, friendship. You can find her books To Whom It May Concern and The Valley Is Not Your Home on Bandcamp or Amazon. Michael Rosado. Wind Words has existed as a project of Michael Rosado's since 2014. The songs expressed are open journal entries of prayer, reflection, and poetry. Nationally touring since 2017, the spoken word rock band has endeavored to learn, listen, and contribute to the pockets of music communities expressed on the road. May it be grace to the hearer, words of life, of hope, and peace. Digging Up Earth was released in 2017 as an album dedicated to painting a picture of how a beautiful God makes glorious things out of a fallen creation through frail and flailing about for significance. He knows we are dust, yet even in the midst of our distraction, an invitation is given to the rest in the Father's joy and delight. We may be broken and prone to wander, yet he remains committed to us and faithful because of his great love for us. Nothing is wasted. The record is a glance at the old self, the dead man, and all the deeds that have been laid to rest with him. the moments of innocence and vulnerability and self-destructive tendencies. The very things we may not be proud of, the vices, temptations, the wounds and blows taken to the heart of loss and sorrow, depression and grief, self-doubt and false humility, the hypocrisy and desire to fill the void with more emptiness. But it also reflects the choice to gaze upon the glory to be revealed when light has dawned in the hearts of sons and daughters, of rejoicing, of love, of hope, of power, of honesty, and safe, abiding rest, of restoration, of recovery, and of healing and overcoming, learning to remain and behold and to wonder. Revelation chapter 12, verses 10 through 12 says, "And I heard a loud voice in heaven saying, Now have come the salvation and the power and the kingdom of our God, and the authority of his Christ. For the accuser of our brothers has been thrown down, he who accuses them day and night before our God. They have conquered him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they did not love their lives so as to shy away from the death. Therefore rejoice, O heavens, and you who dwell in them. But woe to the earth and the sea. With great fury the devil has come down to you, knowing he has only a short time." All of Windward's music can be found in most places where music is streamed. Apple Music, Spotify, Apple Music, Bandcamp, etc. The newest single, Reconciliation, is featured on the Sacraments Project, live EP on Bandcamp. For merch, follow on weirdwords.bandcamp.com/merch. Read by Janelle, Dill.